Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Oh, sing a song full of the hope that the present has taught us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let's start feet straight from the places, our God, where we met thee. Oh, let our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land, native land.
Thank you to my dear friend Tasia Veal for lending your voice and sharing that powerful rendition of the National Black Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Love you, Tasia. Tasia is another Miami Hurricane alumna whose infectious smile and killer bass playing and soulful vocals will leave you wanting more. This big band jazz bred and old school soul Miami native began honing her skills as a member of her middle school orchestra and can be heard playing bass and singing background on Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer World Tour. Tasia has worked with several artists like Musiq Soulchild, Kenny Lattimore, Angie Stone, and my personal fave, Prince, to name a few. Check out Tasia's debut cover project, The Hopeless Romantic EP, and her latest single, Go, at helloimtasia.com. That's HELLOIMTEJA.com. Good morning, everyone. I am Aston Hayes, Secretary of the University of Miami Black Alumni Society and proud member of the class of '06 with a Bachelor of Science in Communications and Africana Studies. Professionally, I am the Chicago Key Account Manager as well as steering committee member of the Diversity Council at Remy Cointreau USA. In addition, I am CEO and co-founder of Tip Off Games LLC, a publisher of mobile and digital games like Tip Off, the word guessing game for the culture, that I hope you go out and download. Thank you for joining us today for the UM Black Alumni Society reunion celebration, Our Story, Black Excellence. The Black Alumni Society strives to engage the alumni base deeply, respond to the philanthropic needs of the university, and support and mentor students of the U. Today and through Saturday, as we pursue the Society's mission, we'll focus on telling our story, rich in history, filled with challenges and triumphs. Many of those challenges that we were forced to re-engage with in the midst of a pandemic. But as they say, you can't have a testimony without a test. We understand that a lot has been going on in the world over the last year, and that being in front of a computer screen in our homes has become the norm. But we promise it will be well worth your time over the next 3 days as we learn, grow, and reconnect together. There's a full slate of sessions led by seasoned professionals, many who bleed orange and green, that will address our community's needs, lift our spirits, and more importantly, provide actionable steps to improve health, increase wealth, and better assess education for our community. Today's focus is on wealth, where we'll be joined by experts in the field of financial literacy, home ownership, and investments. We'll conclude the day with author Ijeoma Oluo as we discuss her book, So You Want to Talk About Race. This event, presented by One Book, One You Common Read program, is free and open to the public. We will randomly give away 25 copies of Ijeoma's book throughout these 3 days. Please register for this session by visiting the reception area in Hopin and clicking on the link in today's schedule. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Donald Spivey. Professor Spivey served in various action organizations in the 1960s and beyond, and worked over the years to increase the number of Black faculty and students at the University of Miami. His team taught course on the 60s is one of the most popular on campus, enriching our culture and the university's intellectual life. A member of our faculty since 1993, he has lectured throughout the country and has been a frequent commentator in the media on the Black experience and the civil rights movement. Born and reared in Chicago, my hometown, Professor Spivey attended the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign, where he received his Bachelor of Arts with distinction in history, Masters of Art in History, then went on to earn his PhD in history at the University of California at Davis. His field is late 19th and 20th century America, with specialization in African American history, sports, labor, music, and education. Dr. Spivey has received numerous recognitions, including the Faculty Senate Award for Outstanding Teaching, Provost Award for Scholarly Activity, selection as a top Black educator of South Florida by Legacy Magazine, the Robert Peterson Recognition Award for his book, If You Were Only White, The Life of Leroy Satchel Paige, Cooper Fellow of the College of Arts and Sciences, and the Ronald McDonald House 12 Good Men Award for Distinguished Community Service in Miami. He also served on the search committee for Historian of the United States House of Representatives. Dr. Spivey accepted the role of Special Advisor to the President on Racial Justice this past July. In addition to his executive leadership role, he is a distinguished professor of history in the College of Arts and Science. His command of issues related to racial justice, extensive scholarship on the history of the Black community in the United States, administrative experience, and commitment to mentoring students and colleagues alike make him the ideal candidate to fulfill this role. Today, he joins us to provide us with an update on the progress made thus far within the UM community. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Donald Spivey.
Hey, thank you so much, Aston. Really appreciate that. And welcome back. Welcome home. We are honored and proud to have you back so we can bask in your accomplishments. You make us proud. We've been busy to make the campus an even better place. For those of you alum who have not been keeping abreast of the changes made on campus, there have been many. You've seen the Shalala Center. Many of you were here when it went up. I will bet most of you were probably not here when Lakeside Village went up. Have you seen that place? I come from a working class background. That place is like a 5-star hotel. We could, of course, go on and on about buildings and structures and all those good things, which are, in my humble opinion, peripheral to what a university is all about. It's about students, faculty, and staff, all of us. Without the students, there would be no University of Miami. Without the faculty, there would be no University of Miami worth coming to. And indeed, without the staff, none of the above would work. We are one U. We are a team. And that concept dominates in President Frank's 15-point plan issued on July 1st, 2020. It is the most profound commitment I have witnessed. Let me repeat that. The most profound commitment I have witnessed in my 28 years here at the U. A commitment to diversity, inclusion, equity, and civic engagement. On July 2nd, the special advisor to the president on racial justice was appointed, yours truly. I must tell you, I received over 100 emails, texts, and phone messages and calls within 24 hours after that. I also received a 1,500 signature petition demanding that the name Merrick be struck from the Merrick building. We had no procedure, right? We had to develop procedure, principles, and a committee to examine the facts and make our recommendations. We've done all of that. The most important point, I think, of the 15-point plan, the most important accomplishment of the 15-point plan is indeed the reinvigorated standing committee, which is chaired by Dr. Renee Callan. You know her, Mother Callan, and Dr. Marvin Dawkins, professor in sociology. I think Professor Dawkins has been here at least 30 years. This is a 42-member committee, and it brings all of us together. That is to say, every department, every unit of all campuses of the U, right, are represented in this committee. This committee is the tip of the spear in so many respects. We now know what the other hand is doing and function more as a team on the same page of the playbook. That was not done before. We now know what's happening on Rasmus, Coral Gables, the medical campus, and we can coordinate our efforts. Purchasing and procurement is becoming more diverse. I'm delighted to report to you Dr. Jackie Travisano, Executive Vice President of Finance, and her team, but particularly CFO Brandon Gillian and University Treasurer Charmel Maynard, right, who is Black. We are committed. This whole group is committed. We are all committed to making sure that the university puts its money where its mouth is. And that is happening. Now is the commitment and the plan, the action plan to have greater investment in the Black community, diversity in our supply chain and the university's yearly spend, and the commitment to place more of our investments with Black businesses and firms. Remember, the University of Miami is one of the largest businesses and certainly employers in South Florida. This is revolutionary. And this group is actually putting in place the metrics so we can monitor the progress in reaching our targeted goals. And we have a dedicated board of trustees, ad hoc committee on racial justice, who are watching and monitoring our every move. That committee is chaired by UM grad trustee Courtney Gibson, right? The University of Miami Center for Global Black Studies. I'm delighted to report to you that the center holds a great promise, and the commitment is there to make it a world-class operation, and that's in full swing. The university has committed a matching fund of $150,000 a year for its operating budget, and indeed the president and the provost have met with the head PI, Dr. Jafari Allen, giving added voice, directions, expectations, and assistance. The commitment to increase and better retention of Black students and faculty. The university is committed to increasing the number of Black undergraduate students, Black students in general, and attending the university from its current 8.4%, or a little over 900 of the 11,000, more than 11,000 undergraduates. We want to increase that to at least 10% within a few years, and is well on its way with all of this all-time high application we've had. In fact, this past year, you should be aware that we've had 42,000 applicants. That's right, 42,000 applicants for admission to the U for next year. And of that group, 11% are identified as Black. That's the highest percentage ever. The prospects look excellent because the commitment is there. Along with this, President Frank made the commitment in his roadmap to have all financial needs met of the undergraduate student by 2025. The U is way ahead of that schedule and reported that this year's entering class has had all financial need met, and not by piling loans on individual Black students, but by increasing the financial packages, financial aid packages, especially fellowships and grants. The number of our Black faculty must be increased. As I have reported and recommended in detail to the president and the provost, we currently have a faculty at the U of 3,937 total faculty. Only 169 are Black, or 4.3%. Our target is to have the highest number of Black faculty of our peer institutions. Emory currently leads with a Black faculty of 6.8%. Our target is thus 7%. We want to be number one. And I'm pleased to report to you that we are moving forward on all fronts. Target of opportunity hires are going on right now as we speak. Do we expect obstacles? Of course. Will we have failure? Absolutely not. That is not acceptable. We want a U that continues to make us all proud, that makes you, our esteemed alums, proud, so that what you are out there, and when you are out there and you're looking around and people ask what college that you go to, you can proudly step forward and do one of these, right? The U. So thank you. And again, welcome back home. Welcome back home, Miami Hurricanes. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Spivey, for providing us with that thorough update on State of the Black U. We applaud you and your leadership as we continue to pursue the goal to advance racial justice. The Society remains steadfast in our commitment to your work and looks forward to hearing more about how we can support all the efforts. Speaking of support, keep in mind you can support via Kane Funder through various programs, projects, and scholarships that assist our students of color here at the U. We have a phenomenal range of sessions planned for you today and every day in this 3-day celebration of our story of Black excellence. Each session has been specifically designed to inform, enrich, and increase our ability to learn and grow with practical, actionable steps that you can apply in everyday life. Now, without further delay, we bring to you the first forum in our Wealth series, Leadership Matters, demonstrating commitment in your industry, community, and one's personal choice matters. As they are setting the standard for Black excellence, you will hear now from 2 innovative alumni executives in the financial industry and how their leadership skills allow them to generate wealth, supporting the entrepreneurial aspirations of others while paying it forward. We'd like to thank you and enjoy your time today.